We're here at our booth at the Paris Air Show. This is our second air show after Farnborough last year, and getting it better and better and better. ZeroAvia is building the new type of propulsion systems for commercial aviation. I started the company 5.5 years ago with the idea to drive the transformation of aviation industry to true zero emission, as we call it. So not the offsets, not the net zero, but true zero emission. With offsets and with net zero, we're not targeting the 100% of the problem. As we all know, there are some solutions out there around sustainable aviation fuels that being promoted, and the problem with those is that you're still combusting fuel at high altitudes. As a result, you still have nitrogen oxides, you still have particulate emissions, you still have high temperature water vapor output, and it's not very efficient compared to some alternatives. So we think the better alternative is a hydrogen electric approach. What that means is we store energy, renewable energy on board the aircraft through hydrogen, pure hydrogen stored in gaseous form, small aircraft, liquid form in large aircraft, and then run through the fuel cells, electric fuel cells that produce electricity, and then that electricity runs the electric motors. And electric motors rotate the propellers in the small plane, and large enclosed fans in the larger plane, what we all know as jet planes, right? Which are really, the jet engines are really enclosed large fans or type of a propeller. So we can electrify that entire spectrum of aviation with hydrogen electric approach, and that's what we set out to do. So now we have built the technology, all the technology in-house. We are flying 3 prototypes already. We're now flying a 20-seat vehicle in the UK, full-size engine for our first launch target, 600 kilowatt engine size, full-size aircraft. We've done 9 flights already since January. Qualifying the engine, qualifying the integration, getting the data sufficient to submit for certification of this engine later this year for the first entry into service in 2025 and the scale up in 2026 and beyond. At the same time, we're also made a lot of progress on a large engine development that is targeted towards large propeller aircraft, 40 to 80 seats, and small regional jets, 70 and 90 seats. And we have made great progress there. We have demonstrated earlier this year ground operations of the full-size motors, propulsion system already, with a full-size propeller taken off the de Havilland Canada -8 400 plane. It's a 4-meter propeller, the almost 4 megawatt engine size, and we have shown operation of the 2 megawatt configuration of that. And now we've launched a program with Alaska Airlines and de Havilland Canada to work on the -8 400 aircraft as the demonstration and technology development aircraft for this large engine program. We have been able to secure commitments from a number of aircraft operators for operating these engines. So far, almost 2,000 engines on pre-order, corresponding to over $10 billion worth in future revenues under the power by the hour plus fuel type business model. Yeah, so it's a recurring revenue business model. We sell the engine. Effectively, it's similar to a wet lease model for the engine sales. We sell the engine on the upfront fee that covers the production costs, and then a long-term contract that covers maintenance, spare parts, data services, and fuel. So on the fuel side, we have extensive partnerships with the energy players. Shell is one of our major investors in the company, and we have other energy players as infrastructure partners to make sure that we have the secure and economical supply of fuel, hydrogen, at the airports. So we've pre-sold 2,000 engines, and at the show here we started announcing the committed production slots going to these customers already. So yesterday we announced the first 100 placements into the production slots of our first engine, 600 kilowatt engine with Monty, which is a major lessor of these engines, and we're already solidifying the launch operators for these engines. And tomorrow, I believe we're going to announce another customer achievement at the show. On Monday, we have announced with Mitsubishi Regional Jet, which is a manufacturer of CRJ engine jet family, that we have concluded the initial study of our engine application for regional jets, and concluded that it is possible to build an economic vehicle powered by the hydrogen electric engine from ZeroAvia that would deliver regional jet mobility in the economic form by 2029. So this is a real OEM study that produced real outputs, real feasibility of this major application. There are about 1,500 aircraft, just CRJ family. And then, of course, these findings are applicable to all the regional jets. So within this decade, we see application of this technology from the small aircraft like Cessna Caravan, for example, in the sub-20 seat category, to the large propeller planes and to regional jets. And then the next decade will be about single aisle and the larger planes going into hydrogen electric as well. So really exciting time and great interest here at the show.